folks in now, and we'll get going here. So, man, it's been a good weekend, cloudy day here. Just figured I'd pop on now and see if anyone's interested in talking a little bit of Sunday synth chat. One thing about Journey, you gotta love Journey. Woo! So just heading into work here now. Sunday, you know, Samurai works every day. Because guess what? Sometimes you gotta pay the bills, and sometimes in order to get the thrills, you gotta work those weekends, man. You gotta save up your synth bank so you can get all that wonderful gear. What's up, man? Welcome to that Synth Car Live. Just figured we chat about some synthesizers today. What's up, Morgan? What's that music? Too loud or is it cool? Got some little Journey playing in the background today for the drive. Let me know. Yeah, just figured I'd pop on today. I gotta go do some work, so figured I'd just live stream, talk to you guys, man. I got the Baringer WASP showed up yesterday for the raffle. Thanks, man. All right, I'll keep the volume. Just let me know if it's too loud, too cool. But yeah, so I got the Baringer WASP showed up yesterday. Unboxed it. I had a wicked idea for a little intro demo I was gonna do. I was gonna try and up my game a little and you know, make the video quality a little better, do something cool. So I had that all planned. Opened it up. Was doing it in the living room. Was gonna check out the video, see what it was like, or check out the sound, see what it was like. Went to twist the oscillator knob, and the thing friggin' broke. So then it just spun. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So I wasn't too pleased with that. So I packed it back up, wrote my Sweetwater rep and said, listen, brother, the knob's busted. You're gonna have to either send me some new knobs. And then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I don't want no new knobs. Just send it back and send me a brand new one, because this is a raffle we're giving away to the Samurais. So I want this thing to be in pristine condition for the raffle, so you guys get this thing and it works properly. So yeah, good call. Yeah, I wrote the email and I was like, maybe I'll just send me some knobs. And then after I was like, nah, don't send me no knobs, man. Send me a new synthesizer. So what's up this Sunday, man? What are you guys doing? I was just saying that I gotta go to work, man. I gotta get some work done today. And I gotta get that money in the bank account for Christmas, man, because you know Christmas is expensive this year, and prices just seem to have gone through the roof astronomically. So, you know, that's why you gotta work on the weekends, man. This is Samurai life, synthesizer life. You gotta work. You want the pretty toys. You gotta put in the work. They're not just gonna show up. They don't grow on trees. So. Did you guys check out my video today of the UBXA demos? All the amazing synthesizer legends from, I think they got to be from Europe. I don't think anyone from America got the UBXA yet. But man, this thing sounds awesome. I don't know what you guys think, but from what I heard, I listened to every single one I found. Trying to get the Uno Synth Pro to sync up, having fun with the ARP sequences. Nice. You using the Uno Pro as your clock and your brain for everything? That's cool, because it got a good sequencer, I heard, so you can just run the sequences through that, no problem. To me, there's nothing more fun than running all your gear through the sequences, you know? Got this haircut yesterday too, did it myself. 1/8 inch on the sides, 7/8 on the top. Follow the part lines, boom. Got you. That's cool. I've seen a lot of people who love the Uno synth, so I thought that was super cool. But yeah, the UBXA videos, man, I think it sounds amazing. I think that this thing, once some Americans over here get our hands on this thing, not saying the Europeans can't do good demos, but over here in America, we like to put that machine through the ringer. So I'm gonna test that when I get mine. I got the desktop. I'm gonna test that filter. I'm gonna like run wild on the LFOs. I'm gonna run wild on the keyboard split. I'm gonna run wild on the stereo pan, and I'm really gonna test out the limits of the sonic capability of this 16 voice UBXA. So I think it's gonna be nuts, and it sounds good so far. What's the price point for the Uno X? Was it $7.99 or something? $7.99 for the Uno X. Yeah, I guess It's portable though and small and pretty powerful for what you get. So it all depends what you're into, what kind of space you need. To me right now, I think the best synthesizer for the money, not quality because it's plastic, but just for pure enjoyment and fun, is the Wave State, Korg Wave State Mark 1. 500 bucks, yeah, so Korg Wave State Mark 1 you can get for, I think you can pick that up for $4.99, $5.99 used on Reverb. And man, I'll tell you what, if you pair the Korg Wave State up and use that to MIDI control the sequences, you can't beat it. It's like the sound, the power in that thing is, like I said, you got one synthesizer thing and you got like 4 synthesizers in one running through those wave sequences. It's awesome. If you haven't had a chance to test it, buy one on Reverb and try it out, the Mark 1. The Mark 2 Wave State's double the voices. That's basically all it's got different. And if you got a polyphonic aftertouch keyboard, you can run the Wave State through it. The Hydra Synth right now, Deluxe, actually, if we're going to go up a little bit in price range, the Hydra Synth Deluxe, let me turn down this music, the Hydra Synth Deluxe is the best value for money out there right now, by far. Is it more better value because it's kind of the same price as the UBXA keys, so I have to try that out, we'll see, but the Hydra Synth Deluxe, I don't think you can beat it. I think it can do every LFOs, like the thing is you could match sound for sound with the UBXA, OBX8, whatever on the Hydra Synth. It's amazing. It's a good tone here. Woo! Yeah, like I said, this Sunday I gotta work, man. But guess what? When you gotta work, you gotta get pumped up, because are you seriously gonna go to work and not have a good time? Why would you spend 8 hours a day somewhere and not have a good time? So when I go to work, of course there's days where I don't want to go, but man, I try to look at work as a utility project that allows me to have things to enjoy my time at work. So if I got to spend 8 hours a day in somewhere, I'm going to enjoy it. And that's why I'm enjoying today. I got this fresh cup of coffee. Did a Synth Show video today. I already got that in the bank. Doing a live stream right now with you guys. What are you guys doing the weekend? Or should I say today's Sunday? That's right, baby. You got to bring that own energy. So the way I try to do it, maybe you take this tip when you go to work. You roll into work. I'm Canadian and I live in America, so I got a weird perspective where I pretend I'm in a sitcom. So when I go to work, Americans are wild animals, man. I love them. They got an energy to them that I don't think any country can match the American energy. So when I go to work, I pretend I'm in a sitcom. Everybody's a character, and I'm in a character, and it's hilarious. That makes the day go by. If you try to pretend you're in a sitcom and look at every interaction like you're interacting on a movie set, and it makes it kind of enjoyable and fun. More fun than just going in there and being like, oh man, I gotta go in here today and work. We ain't doing that, man. We're doing positive all day, every day, 24/7, 7 days a week, unless we get sent some bunk synth gear and then we get peeved a little bit. New Hampshire, baby. We're in New Hampshire. Got the best of everything. Close to the beaches, close. You got lots of rural, you got some cities, super close to Boston if you want to go in there and get into the madness of Boston, which I don't go in there too often because going to Boston's like going to the jungle, you know. You never know what's going to happen there, and it's like crazy, you know, just trying to find parking in there. I prefer somewhere like Portland, Maine, Portsmouth. Those cities are cool. So yeah, back to the UBXA though. You can't beat the UBXA at the moment. The sounds coming out of the UBXA are mind-blowing. I go watch the video I did on it. What's up, Frederick? Not New Hampshire, near Pennsylvania. New Hampshire's probably 8-hour drive from Pennsylvania, maybe. My geography isn't too awesome for distances, but I know where everything is. So I'd say it's about 8 hours, 8 to 11 or something, Pennsylvania. Yeah, man. So the UBXA right now, the videos I'm watching on the UBXA are absolutely epic. They're fulfilling all of our deepest desires for what we wanted this synthesizer to be. The only problem is, if you want the Samurai's demo, man, we might have to wait till February or August. But the beautiful thing about my demo is is I'm going to be able to match it off with the HydroSynth Deluxe, which I think at the price point is the complete direct competition. Although it's not analog, it's still direct competition at the price point. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I also noticed that old Teenage Engineering has still not come out and atoned for their absolute mess of a project. They still haven't come out with a statement. They haven't come out with an apology. They haven't said what they're going to do. So I don't know. They say people. Sometimes I think it's Teenage Engineering bots or something in the comments, because they come in there and they sound like robots, and they're like, "This synthesizer is still great. You can use this synthesizer, this sampler for everything you have. You can even open it up and fix it yourself, and we will let you fix it." What they should do, if Teenage Engineering were smart, this is what they do. Teenage Engineering would put out a statement and say, "Hey, we released this project broken on purpose. The whole idea is we want to empower our customers to become engineers. We want to empower you guys to become electrical engineers, and in order to do that, we're going to send everyone a free soldering iron. We're going to send everyone a free soldering tool so you guys can open up our product and engineer it. And here are some very cool mod features where we're going to send out schematics for epic mods you can do on the Teenage Engineering EP133KO XYZW LMNOP." That would be a way to cover their, just make something funny out of it, because you're not going to apologize. You're avoiding it, and I don't know how they're getting away with it. It's blowing my mind how they're getting away with it. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I don't know. I'm having people on that short I did. I still have people commenting on that. It was crazy. Those shorts on Teenage Engineering went and got like 7,000 views on each of them. And tons of people were saying how the product was garbage, showed up trash. And then you got a bunch of weird bots. How you know it's like a Teenage Engineering employee commenting is because they try to say, you should feel privileged that you can actually open it and fix it yourself. It's like they expected to get something broken. Yeah, in all fairness, it's called Teenage Engineering. Yeah, so I guess they get away with that. Does anybody have the OP1 field? Because I just got into looking at the Teenage Engineering products, and that's why I bought the sampler, because I don't have a sampler, and I was like, man, I should get a sampler. And I was like, this one looks amazing. They voodooed me with the marketing. I'm a ex-professional kickboxer, so when they put Muhammad Ali on there, I was like, you know what? I'll buy it just because this box is amazing. So I bought it, and I was like, this ain't for me. This thing is broke right out of the box. Like I said, if you watched any of the previous videos, I canceled it. Can't believe they didn't come out with an apology for that. But anyways, the Baringer WASP for the raffle showed up. The 2 oscillator pipe organ lengths were super tight. I was like, I even took my time. I was like, I'm not going to twist this too hard. So I went and twisted every single other button, made sure they all worked, set it up, went back to the oscillator pipe lengths, gave another little crank. I was like, what's going on here? These shouldn't be so hard to turn. Cranked it a little harder, and then just went bloop. And I was like, this thing slipped? Is this broken at the box? So then it was just like, wasn't turning, wasn't clicking. Those are supposed to go like click, 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 click. Didn't click. So like I said, I'm going to call Sweetwater when I get home tonight, maybe, or I'll call him tomorrow morning. And so annoying, because I was so pumped to make that demo, and I wanted to get that raffle done by Monday or Tuesday and get the thing in the mail by Thursday, so at least people could get it right after Christmas or whatever. But no big deal. I don't even know if anyone's going to like the Baringer WASP, but when I got to hear a couple sounds from it without changing one length on the oscillator, and the thing sounds crazy and wild. I don't know if it would work in my setup, but it does sound wild, so I think you guys will like it, whoever gets it. But the key is you're going to have to figure out the little riddle that I put inside the demo video. And I ain't going to make it easy, because guess what? When it's easy, it's dumb. So I'm going to make the riddle. I haven't decided whether I'm going to make the riddle very kind of puzzly, or if I'm just going to like embed a password somewhere in the video. So you got to watch it. And because I know all the original samurais watch all the synth videos, it'll be easy for you. But we don't want no floaters coming in. If I really like it and want to keep the WASP for myself, I will just buy another WASP. I'll wait till I get a couple more t-shirt sales. I'll buy another WASP for myself. But this one here, like I said, I'm trying to gauge it. The more t-shirts I sell, the better synthesizer I'll demo and auction off. I'm gonna try to like aim for, I don't know, I'd like to do 4 a year. Do a Christmas, do an Easter, do a synth summer, and then do a fall. So 1 per season. And depending on how many t-shirts I sell, like I said, I would love to give away. I'd love to give away a Juno X. I'd love to give away a Poly Brood. I'd love to give away something awesome like that you know, people like us, we can't really afford. You want the Cobalt module? Okay, the Cobalt is $199. All right, that's what I'll do next. I'll do the Wasp, this one. And you know what? I like doing Baringer because it's fair. Their prices are good. So what I'll do this time is I'll do the Christmas season Baringer Wasp. Then I'll do the Cobalt. I'll raffle off a Cobalt next because people seem to want to know what that sounds like. I'll give it a run. I'll raffle off the Cobalt for the, let's say the spring. You want to do that one for the spring raffle? We'll do the Cobalt for the spring raffle, and then we'll do the summer raffle. Maybe I'll have a few more t-shirt sales or mugs or coffee mugs or whatever, and we'll do a bigger synth, you know. So it seems like the first raffles, you know, I can only keep it under $200 per synth. So maybe do a Baringer Edge too. Maybe we could do the Wasp. We'll do the Cobalt. Then we'll do the Baringer Edge, and maybe at that time they might even have the Spice out. Because I think I'd like to get the Baringer Edge, the Baringer Crave, and the Spice combo. I think that'd be a pretty cool setup. So we'll see what happens with that. What do you guys like when I got the radio on during this stream, or would you rather it off? It's kind of just ads now. Let's see if a good song comes up for the home stretch here. About to get on the expressway here now. And what's up, Dennis? Welcome, man. Yeah, we're just having a Sunday synth chat, talking about what's going on. Some news. Wasn't very much news over the weekend. There's always VST news, but hardware news is few and far in between. So most of the news today was like people on the ground, UBXA news. Cool, radio. Come on, feel the noise. Yeah, I got the, I think what is it, classic rock channel going. I like to mix it up. I'll throw on some hip hop, throw on some classic rock. To be honest, I got to be honest with you, the music I make, if you go back and just go back to my videos on the channel, click videos and click oldest, because I started the channel just as like the bedroom musician, posting jams nonstop. And so I don't even know what kind of music I make. I don't even know what you call it. It's just completely original. I just make live jams. So I pretty much, how I make my jams is I just jam with myself for a minute. I never spend more than the time amount it takes. I don't plan the jams. I go in, I pick a few presets on each synthesizer that I like. I might modify them to my own taste a little bit. And then this is how I do it. I run a sequence. What's up from the Rock? Yes, Terrence, what's happening from Newfoundland, Canada, baby? Yeah, so I run a sequence on the Op6. My Op6 MIDI's out to my mod wave. And then I kind of like blend them in and out. And when I think it sounds cool, which usually doesn't take too long, then I hit record on my OBS software and I record the jam like MTV style music videos. So basically I make music videos. And the style is just kind of fluid, jammy, spacey. Sometimes it's upbeat, sometimes it's like a little bit dark. Sometimes so that's it. Go check them out. Go to oldest, flick through a bunch. There's a bunch there. I guess the style I like to make the most is what I want to do is I want to try and do like a D&D story narrative is where I'm going to go next. I'm going to like make the first jam origin style. Yeah. So I want to make like I want to make a story now. So when I do jams now, I'm going to do a story where like there'll be some characters and hopefully based on my memory, when I do a new jam, I can kind of pick up where I left off in the storyline. It'll be like intergalactic, spacey, sci-fi, real life, all about love, you know, some comedy in there, stuff like that. That's what I'm into. Just super creative improv style music. That's what it is, okay? It's improv music. So any of the lyrics in the songs, I just come up with on the spot as I'm going. I catch a vibe, and then whatever comes to my mind, that's how the lyrics get made. Yeah, all right. Okay. All right, so maybe I need to do an apology to Teenage Engineering. Okay, here's where I'll do it, because I got a couple buddies, man, are like, Barber, keep it, you know, like Synth Samurai, keep it positive. Don't go down and don't get in the mud with the pigs and play dirty. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry, Teenage Engineering. I didn't mean to come at you as hard as I did. I was just really upset that I fell in love with that product, and then all I saw was 50 to 60% of the videos were people complaining that it didn't work. So I will apologize for going hard at Teenage Engineering, because I want to spread the love. I want to keep it zen, you know, because I got an Asian influence. I want to keep it zen. So I'm sorry, Teenage Engineering. I'm going to buy something from you eventually. I'm definitely not buying any of your expensive stuff, because I can't afford to mess around. Time is precious. But I'll buy the TAEP 133 KO2 next year sometime when you work out all the bugs. 'Cause I'm not a beta tester. I'm not into it. I will be a beta tester, but I don't think I got the expertise or the chops to really be one. I'm a hype man, okay? If this is a team, and the team is built on engineers, beta testers, marketing, all that kind of jazz, I'm the hype man. I'm the guy you go to. So if you're a synthesizer company and you want to be, I'm excited about every product release from every single company. I'm pumped up about. So I'm excited. Someone yesterday was like talking about how Wine and Synth, he was like, Wine and Synth is a shill for Baringer. And I'm like, man, knock it off. Yeah, I meant them well, you're right. I was like, knock it off. I'm like, the shill word? What's a shill? A shill, I don't want to throw shade at anybody out there in the synth community, but to me, there's a difference in a cheerleader who's psyched up and pumped about products and loves it, and they got lots of Baringer products and they're excited because they're cheap and they can buy them, not cheap made, cheap price, and they can be pumped up about it. That's not a shill to me. And what's up, Jan? What's up in the Netherlands, baby? What's happening? Yep, shout out to all the Dutch boys and girls out there. Yeah, so shill, man, knock it off with the shill. There's a difference in a shill. A shill to me is, I won't say any names, but a shill to me is somebody who does overly, I don't know, anyways, you can feel it. You can tell if someone's real or not. I mean, I think you can tell that the Samurai is 100% pure real. This is exactly what you want. I'm pumped up. If you hang out with anybody who knows me, I come into a hangout, feel just the way I'm doing here with you. I'm pumped up, I'm positive, and if I'm angry, I'm angry but not very long. I blow off the steam, and then I get right back on the frequency. I try to adjust my frequency. I hope I'm from 1983, baby. This haircut might be from 1983. I was telling you, I do my own haircuts. 1/8 inch on the side, 7/8 on the top. Takes about 20 minutes. Yeah, so I do my own haircuts to save myself 20, 30 bucks. Take that money, throw it in the synth bank, and like I said, I do 30 bucks a week into my synthesizer bank, and that banks up over time. 30 bucks American, so figure it out. Separate account, and then I do, and then I save money on haircuts. Hey, your hair's gone already? Well, anyways, if your hair is gone, then you keep it nice and tight. You do the Mr. Clean, or do you do the George Costanza on the sides? Or do you do like around the back with the ponytail? You know, you can do either or. Yeah, listen, man, here's the tip. Because I used to get, here's the stress I got from buying synthesizers. The stress was trying to convince my missus that these things are worth the price. We had a chat, and I was just like, you know what? I'm done convincing the missus these are worth the price. Here's the deal, baby. I want you to open an account for me, because she's the accountant. I was like, you open a synth bank over here, label it Neon Dreams. Every week, take 30 bucks out of our general, throw it into the synth bank. 30 times 52, what's that? 1,500 bucks? Is that what that is? 30 times 52? I have no idea what that, 600 bucks it is or something like that. I don't know, I can't even do the math. 30 times 10 is 300, times 5 is 15, 350. So yeah, that can add up pretty quick. Or 150 actually. What's 30 times 52? 30, 50, 150, so that's 1,500 plus another 150. Yeah, so 1,500 bucks, is that's what it is? So after a year, you got $1,000 in the bank, baby. So there is no more guilt. There is no more stress. You know what that does? That makes your hair grow back because it relieves all the stress. So you put $30, everybody can put 30 bucks a week, because guess what? Once you start putting it in that account, you don't miss it anymore. You don't have to add it into your regular expenses, rice and beans, that diet. 1560, thank you. 1560 is how much you will have after 1 year with 30 bucks in the bank. You know what you can buy for 1560? You can buy a UBXA and a Arturia Micro Freak. What a combo. You can buy a UBXA and you can buy an RD6 and an RD9. This is emergency broadcast, baby, but the problem is I just got to work, so now I actually got to get out of here and go do some work for a bit in the salt mines and stock up that Synth account, because Christmas is here, baby. So listen, I gotta go. Thanks for joining me for this live stream. I hope you guys enjoy it. Keep that energy high, baby. Let's go. It's Christmas time. And guess what? 2024 is going to be a year to remember. Mark my words right now. I'll start slipping in some pills because I got a lot of people out there that I know on the inside of this big, bad, dirty machine. And the weffers, if you know what I mean. It's coming, baby. It's our turn now. You just had your turn. You just had 3 years of trying to bring the darkness over the planet. And that darkness is coming to an end. So 2023 or 2024, let's go, baby, into the future. That's Synth Car. Catch you guys.